Missed the opener due to injury.
No Reek Woolen, no Kobe Bryant today. Dalton on 3rd and 6 in the pocket. Dalton on the move, fake and throw. It's complete at the 48 with a flag down. Adam Thielen, a sliding grab. It's loud. Dalton hits his man. It's Sanders for the first down. 5 defensive backs for the Seahawks. Dalton, another quick hitter. Try to accelerate. Thielen gets chopped down, playing for a field goal here. Hecker will hold it. Snap from Jansen. Pinheiro connects. Panthers go in front 3-0.
A nice result for Seattle.
7.5 to go in this opening quarter. Seahawks benefit from the penalty. Sell the play fake. Smith, a dart. Caught by Metcalf. First down inside the 40. That covers 21 yards. Fake it. Geno on the move. Smith hits Noah Fant. Did not have any targets in week 1. Fant.
Geno Smith has the ability to bootleg out of there too.
And another rushing attempt. Falling forward. It is close. Right there. Carolina thinks they've stopped them. Panthers lead at 3-0. Late stages first quarter. Smith gets out of it. On the move, Smith throws, and it bounces off of Tyler Lockett with a defender right there behind him in Troy Hill. Jason Myers, now in his 9th year in the league, attempting a 43-yarder. He knocks it through. Now just ahead of the former Seahawk great Dave Craig in the all-time passing yards list. Fake it. Dalton on time. Thielen, veteran to veteran for a first down. 5 defensive backs for Seattle. Here comes the rush. Dalton pump. Dalton goes down. Jaron Reed, first man there to greet him. But there's no question that he could see it and feel it behind the scenes. Pistol formation. Smith fake the handoff. Drop it off for Lockett. He's got a blocker. And Lockett walking the tightrope down the sideline for a first down.
And then he got a nice little escort up the sideline for nice yardage.
Play action. Smith gets out of trouble, zigzags, and finds the open man, Noah Fant. Short of a first down, but that's Geno Smith keeping the play alive.
As now he's able to get out of the pocket and find Noah Fant.
They'll get a playoff before the end of the first quarter. It's a first down run, and it is the rookie. It's a first down in Carolina territory. Sell the fake. Smith stands tall in the pocket and loops it to Metcalf. 2nd and 11. Smith. He gets sacked. Brian Burns. So this will be a 35-yard attempt for Myers. And he nails it. And Carolina facing a 3rd and 6.
See if they go after him a little bit.
Dalton through the air. Too high. Bothell, Washington, about a half hour from Lumen Field. DJ Dallas, the deep man. High kick. Dallas settles in. Contact. Dallas works through it. And DJ Dallas takes it to the 39.
To the line of scrimmage with all these condensed players.
On the move, Walker makes a cut. Takes the opening. That just keeps on moving.
For Colby Parkinson, 87, Noah Fant.
Working quickly here. Zigzag move by Walker. Look out, Kenneth Walker! Brought down just short of the 15.
Could there be pressure coming here from Carolina? Looks like they're matched up in the secondary.
Nickel package. Smith broken up, perfectly timed. Smith in Jigba, hit by Sam Franklin Jr. on the play for Jason Myers. He converts. 3rd down and 2. Dalton, high throw. Thielen hauls it in. Back on the sideline, Damian Lewis, but he's dealing with a left hand injury. Hole opens up for Sanders, breaks the tackle. Sanders thrown down as he crosses into Seattle territory on the play. 15 yards. They handle the rush. Dalton lays it out there. Wide open is Chark. Makes a move on a spin, and Chark's going to take it in. Touchdown, Carolina. That'll quiet the crowd. 47 yards on the catch and run. 4:25 and counting left in the first half. From the gun, Smith gets rid of it quickly, and it's intercepted. Picked off on the play by Deion Jones, the veteran. You got to reconcile those feelings. 3rd and 8. Dalton hit as he throws, floats it up, broken up. Thielen trying to add to the Carolina lead. 44-yarder, straight through. 13-9, Panthers. You can maybe mistake how someone acts in a moment. Metcalf, the grab at midfield, and Geno Smith hums it in there for 20 yards. Still time to work with. Smith throws to a spot and hits Tyler Lockett.
Got to find ways to unlock him downfield.
Smith locks in and hits Metcalf. Quick strike. Metcalf breaks a tackle. Trying to break another. Inside the 20.
But they've got to get Smith and Jigba going.
Smith steps up. Smith dials it up. Incomplete. 37-yard attempt for Jason Myers. He's got it. For Bryce Young, who is learning on the job. First down for Carolina. Dalton gets out of the pocket and throws on the move to Thielen. Dalton knows he can rely on Adam Thielen, the leadership that he brings to that wide receiver room.
In the same weekend.
And got the clearance to do it. Dalton, under duress, hits his man Sanders, gets to the outside. Terrific effort by Miles Sanders as 3rd and 9. Dalton gets rid of it. Incomplete. This is a 3rd and 3 for Seattle. Smith, it's on time. He feeds it to Parkinson for a first down. Met by Chin. Parkinson will move the chains.
Go based on coverage and reads.
Play action. Smith on the move. Being chased. Throws across his body. Caught by Metcalf. 11 yards and a first down. Now at the 46 of Carolina. Play action. Dump off for Walker. Shakes one man. Flag down. Walker still going. And Kenneth Walker remains upright and gets a reaction from this crowd. Carolina pointing in Seattle's direction. Get on 2.
Yeah, but guess what? We're going with it next.
3rd and 3. Smith under pressure. He dropped it off near Walker, but the pressure from Houston was too much. And it's 4th down. This is a 39-yard attempt for Jason Myers. It's been a busy day. 4 of 4 on field goal attempts. This is his 5th try. Splits the uprights. Sanders in the backfield. Dalton's going to air it out. Sideline route. Over the shoulder attempt. DJ Chark hauls it in. 5 defensive backs out there for Seattle. Shotgun. Rush coming. Dalton gets rid of it. Incomplete. Looking for Sanders. Pinheiro has converted from 47 and 44. 55-yard attempt. Pinheiro leans into it. And it's no good. That kick. Smith. Open man. Parkinson. First down.
Carolina wants to bring extra pressure versus that empty and see if they can block it.
Smith through the air. Caught by Walker. First down. Fant will shift out of the backfield. Smith operates from the gun. Fake the handoff. Smith looking. Hits his man. Fant. First down. Try to extend the lead. Handoff. Walker. He's in. Touchdown. Seahawks. Dalton looks like Wyatt Earp back there. Sets and throws. Dalton connects with Thielen. First down. Sets up as a receiver. Shotgun for Dalton. Dalton, the red rifle is on time to Tremble. Game clock, play clock, but they're going to do it. Dalton on 3rd and 5. Hooks a pass underneath. Thielen's got a first down and then some. Thielen makes a move. And he'll come up just short of the goal line. Sanders in the backfield. First play of the 4th. Sanders. There's a pile right at the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. Just 13 seconds gone by here in the 4th. Fake the handoff. Boot. Smith sidearms it. Connection made. Parkinson. First down, Seahawks. 70%. It's 19 of 32 today. Fake it. Throw. On a line to Fant. He can really drive it. 2nd and 6. Tuck it into Charbonnet's chest. And he's got a first down. Rumbling through. Line of scrimmage is the 25. Fake the jet sweep. Hand it to Charbonnet. Takes that hole. Turns it into a first down. And he's not going to go down until a slam at the end of the play by Jones. Smith on a handoff. Walker. Nobody there. Walker takes it in for the score. To lead the way. You see what happened with the Jets earlier today against New England. As Dalton hits his spot and hits his man, Thielen, for a first down. That covers 12 yards. 3rd and 2. Rush coming. Dalton steps up. He's going to run for it. First down. Dalton stumbling into Seattle territory and gives the indicator for all of these fans to see. 12th man, as expected, has been a factor. Dalton fires. Nobody home. Smith in the pocket. Checks it down. Charbonnet gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Beautiful play out there.
Here's Dalton. Hooks a pass to the outside. Move made by Ian Thomas. Short of a first down as he lunges to the 40. Have to go for it here. 13 penalties against Carolina. Deep drop. Dalton is dumped by Reed. Carolina down to 1 timeout remaining. Running play. Charbonnet trying to get to the edge and does. Charbonnet trucks a man. He got Sam Franklin Jr. Extra offensive lineman, Raekwon O'Neal. Fake it. Smith floats it. Caught. Bobo. Touchdown. They're going for 2. Geno spins out of it. Spinning again. Sets. He'll throw to the other side. And converts to Lockett.
With a number of teams we thought were going to win ball games, they got beat.
3rd and 4. Dalton converts it to Adam Thielen. 10 catches on the day for the veteran Thielen.
What did he put up here one time? 418?
418, career high. Toss to Marshall. So officially then, Dalton is back to 56 attempts. This is attempt number 57, and it's complete to Terrence Marshall. Stepping in for the injured Bryce Young. Dalton to the end zone. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Carolina. Place it on the edge of the tee. Rolling. Seahawks ready for it.
Both of them took Seattle to Super Bowls.
The Seahawks get it done at home. The crowd played a major role. Seattle wins it 37-27 over Carolina.